Good night and good evening for everyone. This is our first English one shot, at least for now. And we have some new players. Three players that haven't been on stream before. We have Barbara, my beautiful sister. Matteo, my annoying brother. My good friend Mid. My lovely wife Emily. The guy that is married to my sister, Felipe. That you guys know from other streams. I'm gonna be honest, I thought about that, Mike.
No.
Jesus Christ.
I am looking
so
through
good.
a Twitch extension that actually like translates and dubs stuff for us while live, which is a good idea, but I have to mess with it still.
Subscribe here.
So we are not playing on Barovia or Faerun this time. We are playing on Kea, my own homebrew world, where I have a bunch of information that you can find on the description afterwards, because I haven't put it up there yet. But it's a continent with 3 countries, a desert one, a normal one, a forest, and a northern one where it's all ice. Our story starts in Ishanji, our desert nation with 3 great castles, and one castle in particular in Esiu'lari, which is the great book city. It's where all the great mages and knowledgeable people go to learn, to write, to keep knowledge, the great libraries in there. And there's also a small adventurers guild, which is starting to try and make its name in the continent. And in this big city, in this small adventures guild, there are 4 people that are new to the adventuring world, and were just called in for a new mission to study a mysterious book that appeared in the Esiu'lari library. So, Barbara, would you please describe your character?
Alrighty. So I'm a 6'2" robot. I have my joint through the joints. You can see that I have like corded muscles, but when you look closer, you can see that they are actually vines and branches. The rest of my body is all a mesh of a metal alloy and something silky on the top, like a thin opalescent flower petal. My eyes are made of turquoise gems, and all around me are blue butterflies, bigger and smaller, and they have shades of blue, going from very light blue to darker blue wings, and they are also almost see-through, and they shine in this under the sky, under the sun.
Under the bright red suns of the world. There are 2 suns in the sky that shine a little bit brightly in the desert land. In the same room, besides Fauna, there's also a ghoulish almost person. Mateo, would you please describe your character?
Ghoulish.
Ghoulish.
Oh, ghoul. Yes.
Ghoul.
Standing
I'm
at
not gonna
about
call you foolish yet.
standing about 5'11", almost 6. There is a woman, or what was once a woman. Her skin is flaky and dried, but almost all of it is hidden by belts, leather, or the shiny metal armor she wears. There is beneath her coat, not a coat, a college,
Jacket?
A vest.
a vest.
Vest.
Yes. Her face, doesn't have a nose, only what remains of her nostrils. One of her eyes is gone too, only her skin covering the whole. And the other one is white and milky, as if of a dead person. She has short black hair that is almost all hidden on her hat, of course, cowboy hat. She has a revolver on her hip and a whip that she uses as a belt.
Also, in the same room, in a similar humanoid form, but not quite as human or elven-like. Mid, would you please describe your character?
Well, Skad is a Naga of the mostly snake type with 2 arms. He stands at about 5'6" high, but he's about 15 foot long, head to tail tip. He has a runner's build that, if a runner was a snake, was long and whip-like. The majority of his scales are tan, sand-colored pale tan with dark speckling down each side. Other than that, he doesn't seem to carry many weapons, or much at all.
Just his big, strong arms.
Mm-hmm.
Felipe, would you please describe your character?
I'm a 5'11" that describes himself as a 6 foot tall human with confidence, and everybody believes it. In a fence, like almost expensive red garb, and everywhere I go, I think I'm known. I wish I'm known as a good loot player, and I try to impress everyone with my playing skills. But despite the unassuming look, I'm carrying a rapier on my side and try not to run from the battles.
Try not.
I try not to, yeah. As physical characteristics go, I have a nice and clean-shaved, straight line face. I'm a mewing practitioner. And long, straight, blonde hair.
Shit, my microphone bugged out. So we just need a couple minutes for Emily to come back, but You guys have received a message after maybe a few weeks of being in town. You guys have found the... No. Maybe a few weeks after being in town, you guys found the Adventurers Guild and signed in to get some work, to get some money, to get some renown. Each one may have a different idea and a different goal of being here, but nonetheless, you all have signed into the Adventurers Guild, giving addresses and places to be found, and you all were called to a room because apparently one of the big libraries of Esiu'lari, the main library from the Convex, which is a very big group that protects knowledge around the world, have found a book that wasn't in their catalogs. It was a dark, tattered book that was found, and they needed help to understand where it's from. The stories written in the book are worrisome and mysterious in a way, so everyone was very eager to try and understand it better, but the scholars of the Convex Library didn't had any people to send to go check it out, so they called in the Adventurers Guild. So you all make your way to the room as an Adventurers Guild representative is telling you this minor detail, saying that someone from the Convex will tell you exactly what happened. You all get in the room, and then last comes in Christine. Emily, can you please describe your character after you finish eating?
Do faster.
Your microphone is muted.
No, I am. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So Christine comes into the room eating, and she, as you can see, she looks like a human. She has like a very long and dark hair, and she wears like a purplish robe, long robe. And she just come into the room eating something, and she sits in a corner and wait for someone to talk with her or with her, and she's paying attention to the place.
You all come in with this half-elven, a very young person with curly black hair and blue eyes. It says, "Oh yeah, you can wait here. I'm gonna go grab the Convex representative. He was waiting for you guys already. He has some information and somewhere you guys can start. So I'll be right back." And you are left at the in the room by yourselves for a few minutes. If you guys want to chat amongst yourselves or just smolder in the corner of this 5-cornered room. But after
I was just gonna say that I'm just standing there with my butterflies, and like not a halo around me, but like acting as an extension of me, like my hair, and I'm just like standing, looking dead straight, not making conversation.
Scott is also standing off to the side a little bit, nursing a cup of coffee that never seems to go empty.
Everyone is not a charisma character. Looks like.
Yahir is initially looking, doing some recon, on the party that he stands on now, and playing his lute. And then I like, oh my god, how do I say eu guardo? I put away. I put away my loot and go in the direction of Fauna, and I'll say to her, well, the first time I seen someone like you here. Where are you from?
Greetings. I am Fauna. I come from the desert city of Zilkatosh.
Do we know where is Zilkatosh? I'm hearing this.
I think you all know where Zilkatosh is one of the biggest. No, it's the biggest castle and the place of the emperor on the continent, the country of Korauza, to the west. And it's a place of a lot of stories and legends and turmoil, because like 80 years back, maybe 100 years back, it was the place of what people might call a Dark Lord. He was an emperor, very evil and the type of emperor that wants to reclaim the whole continent and then the whole world to his own control. And he was defeated maybe 100 something years back for the new emperor, who is very old and frail right now, and people are expecting him to die at any minute, and to pass on to his son, who is known for being a little bit of a to have a little bit of a short fuse.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
How common is automaton?
Not at all. Automatons are not something you see around. You may have seen like a couple, maybe studied a bit about them, but they are not common whatsoever.
And are they like, there was a part of in history that they were more common, like the past or something?
You do know of stories of other continents and like other places that may have used a lot of automatons. There is maybe one specifically in mind that comes to mind, that it's a more like a steampunky vibe. But it's definitely not something common or something that like you see in stories. Maybe in legends about some overcomplicated golems, as they were described.
So I keep looking at Fauna like, it's not very common to see you. I don't want to be to offend you in somehow. I'm sorry, but it is very uncommon to see. Greetings, Fauna.
I appreciate that my appearance may seem unsettling, but rest assured, I am not the enemy.
I hope so. Well, and I look to Philip's character that I don't remember.
Scott.
Scott.
No, yeah, mid Scott. But Yahoo was talking with Fauna.
Mm-hmm.
Scott is in the corner, isn't?
He's got a cup of
Wasn't
coffee.
talking. Yeah, grabbing it. So Yahir was talking with Fauna, and I just say to him, "Greetings. I am Christine. If you're looking for the, I think you're muted."
Yes, just like in real life. I'm a bard that lost his words.
Oh my God, that's so terrible. Do you want some food? I have some. Some. I don't know what it is. Good.
Well, I don't mean to be uninviting, but no, I'm good for now, thank you. Maybe Pauna wants some? Do you eat?
No, I do not ingest any kind of sustenance.
Huh. Okay.
Hey, maybe it's good.
Do you often consume things you do not know where they come from?
Oh,
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah. We have to taste everything in this place. Every place. New things.
And then I'm gonna take like a tiny notebook from my backpack, and I'm just gonna scribble something really quickly, and then put it back.
From the snake in the corner, you hear, "Well, if you don't want it, I'll take it." I'm not really sure what we're doing here, but they just pay me to get things.
Well, I offer him some. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's meat. Here's noodles, but I don't know. It's meat. And
Food is food.
well, we're looking for
desert rat meat, which is very common around these parts.
It's a delicacy.
Exactly. You guys hear steps on the outside of the room.
Run!
And you see the door opening. Very old, like a very long white beard on this dwarf that comes in, like maybe 3.5 feet. And he opens the door, look at y'all, goes, maybe. And he steps up to the room. He pulls the chair, gets on top of the chair. Okay, here's the deal. We found a weird book on the library. It's a dark leather-bound book. It seems to have to be full of raven feathers. And here's the thing. It has no title, inside or out. But the library has cataloged as Book of the Raven, because apparently it came in by a raven, like a raven brought it in its beak or something. Its covers are all cracked, unvarnished, thin sheets of black oak, covered with bird scratches and some little indentations made by like beaks or something. It seems like. And he pulls the book out of his robes. It's bound with black wire between the wooden covers, and there are somewhat like 30-40 pages that are all yellowed and aged. And you can see, even from its like half open, like as the dwarf opens the book, you can see splotches of ink around the book. And the dwarf talks a little bit about the book. So, the Book of Raven is the first-hand account, in common, of an anonymous author who, after falling off of her horse, broke her leg, but was rescued by a group called the Vistani, who were traveling along the same road. They nurse her back to health, They helped her. They helped her horse. They took her horse in. They feed her. The author and her horse traveled with the Vistani for 3 months, during which the author spent most of her time laid up in a Vistani-covered wagon, where she took to writing this book, this journal. Although maybe a dozen Vistani are colorfully described in the tome, only 2 are actually mentioned by name. Drasha, a teenage girl who applied bandages and poultices to the author's wounded leg, and Darzin, a one-armed boy with a terrible fear of wolves, who sang a beautiful song to help the author take her mind off of the pain. The book actually provides some very detailed account of the Vistani way of life, with emphasis on their food, music, and stories. Their overland journey is also discussed, albeit from the viewpoint of someone who spends most of the day inside a covered wagon. The author describes rough roads, days of travel through impenetrable mists and thick forests, crackling fires on cold nights, a lot of wolves howling in the dead of night, and ravens, a lot of ravens pecking at the roof of the wagon. Late in the book, and he starts to like go through the pages, and you can see some colorful drawings, a lot of words, some black and white drawing of people. The author writes about being able to hobble about on crutches. She describes the cheery mood of her benefactors as the Vistani caravan traveled a winding mountain road to the gates of a tall, dark castle. The book ends with a description of the castle's dreadful countenance, and what has captured our attention is that the writing abruptly stops on the third to last page, kind of suggesting that the book was snatched from her hands as she was writing it, and the last 2 pages are just completely blank. What we did find is this, as he pulls out a little map drawn. I'm gonna send you guys in Discord the map, and I'm gonna show on screen too. It didn't work first try. It's gonna be too small to show on stream the full thing. Because of course I didn't think of it before starting the stream.
Evil beware. Eat vampire.
I'm sending you guys the link on the chat.
Chat.
Cha-cha-cha.
There we go, okay.
Cha-cha real
Sent
smooth.
it. Cha-cha real smooth.
Beware.
He pulls out this heavily drawn map. It says it's clearly not a part of the book. It came into the book afterwards somehow. We're not sure how. But we do recognize some of these things to the west. Specifically the town. Which way?
The what?
That way.
The beginning of
This way.
the map shows a city, a town, a small town called Which Way.
Which way?
And then there's bridges and ways. The map is not very detailed, so we can't like pinpoint exactly what it is. It does talk about volcanoes, and there is one big volcano, but that's not the only one in the land. And it might not be an active volcano, so we're not exactly sure since Witchway is very far away from Kelsey, the one big volcano.
Mm-hmm.
But we think this may be enough of, this handful of clues might be enough for a group of adventurers to go in and find what happened. We have reasons to go after this kind of thing, which of course are not of your purview, and you will be paid for the job.
That's why I'm here.
We're offering 100 gold pieces to each of you. And 1 book from the library, if you wish so.
That's something I much appreciate.
1 book for the party, or 1 book for each of?
For each of you.
Okay.
Okay. I can have your books if you don't want them.
No, I do want them.
Well, I'm gonna say, I'm sorry. That's just gnawing in my head. That's not a book. It's a journal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you're saying ain't right. You said it was a book, but it's a journal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it hard to comprehend?
No, it's wrong.
Why it's wrong?
Because
I mean, it looks like a book.
But it's a journal, not a book.
But I did say journal a handful of times
journal.
also.
No. You said book. All the way.
It's the same thing. Someone
It is
wrote
not.
it.
It
It has
is
some
a
stories, and it's the same
It
thing.
has a very specific difference.
Do you
But
want
is it
the money
journal?
or not?
Fuck it.
Oh, I'll take her money if
Can I see the book?
she doesn't want it.
On the map.
Guy that I don't know the name.
Sure. He gives you the book.
I will look at the book. See it outside, open it, see something. And guy that I don't know the name. I can do something, but I need 10 minutes. I don't know. Have you tried to turn it on and off again? Have you tried to find if there's a magic or something in this book? I think you guys tried. That's the minimum thing that you do.
We haven't actually, no.
Well, I can help with that.
Yeah. Well, I can do it, but I need just 10 minutes.
That's not a problem.
So I will sit
Sure.
here, and I will look at the book and focus and try to detect magic. 10 minutes here. That's it. Didn't try
Yeah.
detect
You
magic.
you sit down, you start to use your detect magic. Does
10
anyone
minutes
want to
pass.
do anything yet? Anything else?
Yes. Greetings. I would like to know,
I
How
thought
long
you were
ago?
a statue.
Rage.
pardon me.
That's
Greetings.
amazing.
I am
You're amazing.
Fauna.
He kind of looks you up and down.
She blushes a little bit under the metal.
Now, how does metal
and-
blush?
Heat.
Heat.
That's an awful lot of
same-
heat.
The same way your cheeks blush. And my butterflies start to flutter.
My don't.
Wait, how did those butterflies came in here?
The definition of butterflies in the stomach.
My butterflies are not in my stomach, for I do not possess a stomach.
Well, that's not a good way to
That's
live.
very interesting.
Very smart.
The question I wanted to pose. How long ago was this journal delivered?
We are not sure. It has been around the library for at least like 60 years, maybe more.
And only now you guys are looking into it?
Only now people found a map on it, yeah.
Where has the journal been since its arrival?
It's been in the library and one of our more secretive rooms on the top of a tower. There is one big window with a lot of bars, but I suspect a raven could get in between those bars.
The book was delivered to that room.
As far as we know, it wasn't cataloged in the first place, so it didn't came in on the normal way.
So how do you know it is 6 years old? 60 years old.
Considering where it was and the last time people walked through that specific cubicle.
Who was the individual who came across this journal?
Was one of our senior members, Dragonborn, called Coraxis.
Cataloging name. Could you please repeat that?
Dragonborn called Coraxis.
Thank you. Your assistance is appreciated.
That's
Even
so
notes.
weird and so awesome at the same time.
It's a phone robocollar. Press 1 for assistance.
Press one. I'm dying. I'm doing.
Don't die.
Or do whatever you want.
At least not yet.
I recommend it. Dying wasn't
I
cool.
mean, she is a wizard, after all.
Is this Caraxis still an employee of the library?
Yes, he is my boss.
Oh,
Oh,
concentrating.
Would he be available?
For questions?
Affirmative.
No. He gave me the book and told me to get to the bottom of it. So if I call him without answers, I'm as good as unemployed.
That doesn't seem a correct way of employment.
You have no idea.
I sense anxiety.
Definitely.
Good talk.
I sense a class action.
well, I sense the sooner we leave and get our asses on the road, the sooner we get paid and the sooner we get the book.
The mage is doing her blue thing.
Yeah.
What I want to do, give me the map.
He gives you a copy of the map.
Looking at the copy of the map, do I recognize anything?
Make a survival check.
Survival. $19.
Oh my god. It is happening.
You look at the map and you think, okay, this is this town. You guys have an overland map of the continent. Okay. So this is here, and you're looking at mountains, and you start to like cross-reference some things that you do know. And although you're not sure exactly where the trail leads after the volcano, you have a pretty good idea, at least to the wooden bridge.
On the trail.
But first,
I'm not sure. You can't be like 100% sure about what is the scourge of the red worm, but you are sure which wooden bridge, like following the lakes and the fluvial map, like where exactly that is.
we do have the text on the thing, right? It is written.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need to first
Follow the trail.
we need to follow the trail to the hand and horn. And the horn. But the mages doing mage things.
Tree.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
I'm not much one for directions, so you just point me where to go, and I'll squish your enemies.
I like this guy. I might sing about you.
The guy that crashed.
Oh, about the robot? I'll definitely sing about the robot.
Christine,
Yeah.
as your 10 minutes end and you finish your spell, you see some magic coming out of the cup that Scott is holding. You see some magic out of like every nook and cranny on Fauna. You don't see any magic of any kind from the book.
Is the map magical or not? I don't know. Past.
No. None of the two.
Well, I just take the book, journal, and well, book doesn't
As
have
Hawks
any-
in the chat said, a journal is a type of book.
the book.
And I agree with him.
The book. Well, doesn't have any magic here, so map. Someone put it inside the map.
I am very happy with that information, because if it was magic, I would definitely had lose my job.
Yeah, you would. But the map is not magic. So
Wait, question for the DM.
Yep.
Do we see the original map?
Yeah, he is holding the original map, and he gave you guys a copy.
neither of those maps have magic.
No. You see that his robe has magic?
And can I... both maps are exactly the same.
Make a perception check.
Wait, where is it?
Perception in the P.
Your reception.
Perception. If it was a tabaxi, it will be a perception.
That was a sweet net 20.
Natural one.
For a total of 24.
Barbara.
I am seeing through his soul.
You
Jesus Christ.
are 24 out of 20.
Sure.
Shit, what was I gonna say? I was gonna make a joke. You're 100% sure that those maps are exactly identical. Maybe even magically identical.
That's identical.
A question
Yes.
for the master. Why make a copy of the map?
Information never leaves the library of the context. The originals stay at the library. Copies can be brought out.
So we are not seeing the original book.
Oh no, this is the original book. I'm just not gonna give it to you.
Would
The
it
book
be
comes back
possible
with me.
for me to... Wait, I'm trapped between... It's my ADDs.
ADHD.
Can I... Would it be possible, DM, for me to read the book very speedily and absorb all of its contents?
You can certainly try.
What do I roll?
Make an in check. A check, not a saving throw.
Insight check. Or intelligence.
Intelligence. Sorry, intelligence.
Yeah. I'm glad you're the one doing the test.
I can do it if you want.
I mean, I can do it, but
I'm a silly little robot.
You get the book
Oh.
and you start to flip
How-
the pages.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. How much metagaming would it be if I silvered barbed this roll?
Why would you?
Why wouldn't I?
It seems.
I can do it. I can.
Because
try
he wants
read
to
it.
kiss the robot, Mateo.
He wants to. Yeah, the robot.
I think you give it
Sha-la-la-la.
disadvantage.
Oh yeah,
With silvery barbs.
yeah. It's
You don't just
Doesn't-
make it a reroll.
Yeah, you just don't make
Yeah.
it.
It's a reroll, and you use the worst of
you
the
keep
two.
the lowest. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So you definitely could, but
Nah,
Why?
I'm good.
Well, I see the robot trying to read it, and I was like, I don't know if you're trying to read it correctly. It's upside down. And I
Oh, I am terribly sorry. It has been a long time since I've been faced with any reading materials.
Yeah, and you're reading the cover, Sunshine. It doesn't work like that.
The sunshine is outside.
No, there's a window.
okay, I think just give me here.
Curious.
And I read it. I tried to read it and taking notes with everything that I can with the time that we have, especially about the funny part.
Mhm.
We need to
Make an in
something
check.
just pure. In. Oh my god!
Int.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Well, I would choose something that I have +3 because I would just roll a d20 because
I will
I don't know what is happening.
say that all of you have one reroll in this session. You can use it anytime.
Okay, I'm just 2.
You
Best spades.
you go through the book really quickly, like skimming the words, but it's very hard because it's not a standard like written book. It's more of a journal, so words are not in the same place, sizes change, there's drawings in the way. So you do read it, you get the same information that the dwarf told you, but you don't get any other, at least nothing that seems too important from the book. Just like really a journal of someone who was really in pain trying to think of something else. And talking about a lot about this group called the Vistani, which you don't really know about.
Would I know about the Vistani?
Make a history check.
Do I know about? I don't know about Vistani, but
Would I know about the Vistani?
Would you? Make a history check too.
I wouldn't. I have been dead for some time.
14.
In your memory banks, per se, the name Vistani is like you do recognize the name. You do know that they are a group of people who wear very light clothes, very colorful clothes, and they travel a lot. They are a hermit kind of society.
Nomads.
Nomads, yes. They're a very nomadic kind of group, and they travel a lot. And you may have heard about one or other stories about them being able to travel into places that don't exist anymore. Whatever that may be. And here you know kind of the same, except the part of the legends about them going to places that don't exist anymore. But like, yeah, Vistani they're not exactly common, but their stories are, especially for you as a bard.
Would Scott have met them in his travels with the caravans?
I think not in recent years, but maybe in the past, Scott might really have saw them, maybe walked with them for a few miles, and when they say Vistani, nothing comes to mind, but when you see the description of them, you kind of start to remember about maybe one or two groups that you saw along the years.
They seem nice enough people.
They're very happy. They sing very good. And they always accept people to travel with them. Maybe make an insight check real quick.
I'm good at that. I am good at that.
Oh, hey.
I'm not good at that.
They seem like really comfy, good people. Very, very warm? Is that how you say? I think that's how you say.
Yeah.
They're just very warm people. Even if they don't talk about themselves a lot, like you don't know where they come from, where are they going, they're just traveling. They're cool.
I'm gonna ask the dwarf, just for clarification, what is the outcome you expect of us, of this mission?
That's something I want to know too.
Two things. Understand where the how this map takes you. Three things. Understand where the map takes you, what happened to the author of the book, and what is the treasure. In the map, it has a little phrase. Follow the trail to the Hand and Horn, past the Three Tree Hill, over River Warren to the Worm's Mark. In the foggy moors west of there, the treasure's yours. We don't really cover the treasure. We're not even sure there is a treasure anymore. We just want to know what it is. What was there? What happened? As usual, the convex wants knowledge of all things. This is a mystery that has fallen into our hands, and it's not normal for us to not have an answer.
Fair enough.
Shall we be on our way then?
Yeah.
One last question.
Yes?
Are there any accounts of a maybe treasure.
In the book?
No, like, in history.
Treasures are found everywhere. People find dungeons and old towns and cities and forts, maybe like underground, or suddenly inside a mountain that you pass by every day. Suddenly there's something in there. Maybe a cavern that caves in and you find something new. There are things everywhere, hidden in plain sight.
Would I know what the hand and horn is?
Even if you don't, I feel like Gunslinger did like say she knew they. No one knows. They knew.
Mateo being Mateo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hand and horn is not necessarily the name of a specific mountain or something, but taking into consideration the little town of Whichway and going, and following a specific route, going to west, Gunslinger thinks they know where it is. Like it's a little a cadeia de montanhas. It's a little mountain.
Here.
Mountain range.
Mountain range. It's a little mountain range on the south of the southwest of Whichway, on the south of the continent, which is a tad close to Isiu'lari, to the desert nation.
And just because I have severe ADHD, we are in that little house in the bottom left corner, right?
No. Bottom of what are you looking at? Sorry.
Map.
The map.
The one that is like a church with a little ring.
No.
Yeah, that has no name.
This is the map that was in the book. You guys are, if you look at the map of the continent in Wardenville, you guys are on the east. That's something I don't know by heart yet. Is east right or left?
East is right.
Oh, in Portuguese.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm right.
Always remember, Wild West in Reset.
It doesn't tell me anything.
Then you're fucking dumb. I don't know how to.
We're likely to starting from the top right of the map. The which way?
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
I...
The bottom left is our destination.
Yeah.
Ah, my god. You alright?
Which way? I believe.
No, you guys need to go to which way to.
And then
you
go
would
to the
need
end
to
of the
go
horn.
to which way to start the hunt.
Which way
But
would be
Gunslinger
the
do knows
nearest?
where Woodbridge is, so you guys could start the hunt at Woodbridge instead of
Yeah,
going
but
all the way to
The
which
thing
way.
says we need to go to the Hand and Horn.
We
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the
yeah. We can
it's
skip it though.
the
Yeah, maybe there's something there that we need to get. Don't know, or just being crazy.
No.
It is a mysterious thing. It
because-
might have something to do with the thing.
So which way it would be the nearest place for us? That's correct? I don't know. That's I understood.
somewhat.
Where is the
kinda.
nearest place to us?
The nearest place. Okay, so just to be clear, the map is not a very good map. It's not something like, oh yeah, you can look at an overland map, look at this hand-drawn map, and say, oh yeah, this is this, this is this. It's very hard to say the ways, distance, where exactly this map is taking you. This is why it's not easy to say, oh yeah, this map is going here. The only place that has a name that exists in the real world is Witchway. So like you would go to Witchway and go, okay, you need to go this way towards some mountains that look like a hand. And go in there, find it. The hand and horn.
They are not place.
It's not a real mountain.
It's not a place in our world that we know.
Yes, exactly.
It's a landmark.
The only place is Witchway.
It's a landmark, yes, exactly. All of those places but Witchway are landmarks. Those aren't the real names of the places.
So we don't need to go. We don't need to follow the thing.
You don't need to follow it. Because of your high survival, you guys could cut the hunting half. Instead of going to Witchway and then going to each of the landmarks, you guys could start at Woodbridge, and from there try and go through the Yellow Forest and find the Scourge of the Red Worm.
Well, that's exactly what I say. We can bypass all and just go straight to the Woodbridge. I know the place. Killed a guy there once.
You're that confident? I hope you're right.
Sunshine, I'm always confident.
I mean, we could follow their lead, and if something backfires, we can go back to which way. Discover which way.
If I backfire, I will hit something.
Yeah, sure.
Isn't the thing? I take out my gun. It kind of extends itself. If I do like this and I will hit something. So either way, I'm right, you're wrong. Let's go.
Just don't hit me. But I think we can go if Gunslinger is confident.
Yeah.
And can bypass some parts and. No,
I promise on my good eye that I'm pretty confident.
Okay, I think I believe you. Maybe.
The dwarf looks at y'all. Okay then, thank you. When you're back, tell the Adventure Guild, and I'll be back with your money and further information.
And
Okay.
Hope you guys don't die. And he steps down the chair and goes out the way.
I'll look at the group. So y'all move smooth skins need supplies and something? Or we can just go.
I think so. I think we need
The elf the half elven man that was with you guys earlier, he comes back into the room and says, yes, of course, about that. The guild has already prepared food, water, and a ways of travel for you all. There's one carriage with 2 horses waiting for you. And he slowly looks his card. I'm not 100% sure if they can take you, though.
No, we have a carriage.
I'm sure I can keep up.
I do not require any means of transportation.
And he looks at you and goes, oh, yeah, you too. I'm not sure the horses are strong enough. But for the rest of you, yeah, you guys have a carriage and 2 horses.
To be fair, I'm light as a paperweight.
That's fair.
You underestimate how heavy Scott is.
Yeah, I know exactly how heavy Scott is. That's why I'm saying it.
I'm pretty fucking heavy too.
Yeah, you made a fucking metal and wood.
Scott is 400 kilograms.
Jesus Christ.
Scott is a giant snake with arms. And very big arms for that.
I'm 286 pounds. Funnily enough, I don't know how much that is in kilograms.
Fun enough. The American says it in kilograms and the Brazilian says it in pounds.
That's so weird.
That's amazing.
So, to compare it, 400 kilograms is about 880 pounds.
Okay,
yeah, I'm
so
not as
Scott
heavy as I thought I was.
So you need to do like a true American. It is about that many dishwashers.
About
about
3.5
the neighborhood of 130 kilos. You're in the neighborhood of 130 kilos.
I think you gotta you you gotta max that out. I think you would be a lot heavier than that, being a
Put
warlord.
those numbers up.
Maybe
You use freedom.
280
Yeah,
kilos.
exactly,
instead
Mike.
of
You
pounds.
guys use freedom units.
She's made of
Yeah,
aluminum.
Yeah, it's
Made
like
of
an
aluminum.
adamantine aluminum alloy, like
Oh, okay,
carbon fibers. I'm super
yeah.
light.
Okay, makes sense.
Your innards
I'm
are
built
made
for
of
agility.
vines.
She weighs
God,
as much as half of a football field.
All right, so the average medium capacity top loading washing machine weighs about 150 pounds. So Scott weighs about 7 washing machines.
Now I know it.
Okay. I can lift one, at least. Oh, that's heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can live it once in your life. Time.
Hey, come on. I mean, one washing machine I can lift. Okay.
Above her head?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, so we have
Yeah.
we have
You
the
guys have-
horses.
One
We'll
week
have food.
of food and water for all of you. But I think one of you won't need, so you guys maybe have an extra
2 of
day.
us. I don't drink or eat or sleep or breathe.
good, more food for me.
I'm a reborn.
He's very weirded out.
You don't look at me.
I don't know. I just thought you were like you was a lot of time under the sun.
No, I'm dead, honey. Was.
Okay. What? Sure. So
Yeah.
you guys have 2 extra days, and he looks at the other of you.
How old are you, Gunslinger?
No idea.
That's reassuring.
Thank you.
That's very good.
Do you?
Looking
you
at
don't need
the
to eat.
guns, looking at the gunslingers,
Forms.
appearance, could I, looking at, skin decay or something? Could I estimate?
Make a medicine check. But I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a real high DC. That's a real high roll too.
That's
20.
really high too.
She's been dead for at least 4 months.
You
36
do
hours.
realize you.
How long
you do
I've been
see-
dead, or how long I am? What is the question?
Yeah. I think she's asking all of it at the same time. But
Yeah,
what
like-
you can see, what you do understand of it, is the body went through maybe a few weeks of actually being dead, and then it stopped, which is weird because normally it either go bad or the person wakes up and the body continues to live and get better, but it seems to be magically stopped for some reason. So the
mummified,
body's not
and I
decaying
burst it
any
out of
more
the
than it
rats.
was. But it's not something you can possibly look at it and say, oh yeah, you've been like this for 8 years. It could have been yesterday or 10 years ago, because it's just stopped. You don't see Gunslinger breathe.
Like
I would
the
advise
undead,
you.
The necromancers, like what necromancers usually have. Do I have like this knowledge?
Make an Arcana check, but you do have a base success because you are a wizard. So I just want to see how well you're gonna go on that. Okay, 15. You do know one thing. This is not a normal necromancy spell, because when someone uses a necromancy spell to raise someone as an undead, they keep rotting. If a wizard has the same undead for too long, they just turn to dust or tend to mush. This is something else. This is close to a true resurrection spell, but weirder.
Like did
Resurrection gone
true
wrong.
resurrection on a very decaying and very dead for a long time body worked.
Normally, a true resurrection spell would bring the body back to how it was. So like it would regenerate body parts. Yeah, either something went very wrong or this isn't a resurrection spell. But it like the power needed to do something like this is akin to a true resurrection spell.
Y'all don't stop staring at me.
It's very interesting.
I bursted out of the earth. Happy? I clawed my way out of my coffin and out of the grave.
I have even more questions, but I'm not gonna ask them.
Good, because I don't know the answers.
That's interesting.
In this journey we are taking, I would advise you to seek shade, for your skin is very brittle.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
I could also offer you some salve to put on your skin and alleviate the effects of the desert sun.
No, thank you.
I don't know. A little sun seems like a good thing for her.
Yeah, maybe.
A little less pale, you know.
I'm
You
pale as the
enjoy
moon.
that.
You might have a point.
And maybe a lot drier.
You see, who would have fauna. You have a good passive perception. You see, like on the how do you say canto do olho, like not side of your eye, but like
a corner of the eye.
Peripheral vision.
Corner of your eye. Yeah.
I have 15, but passive perception. 15.
Oh yeah, like it's nothing too important. It's just like the half-elven man just slowly creeps out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes away.
I believe we have scared our host.
Well, it happens sometimes, but I think we should hit the road.
Yeah, I think too.
What do you say, Jack? And I look to the gunslinger.
Jack.
I named Jack. You're weird. Where did
I know.
Who's Jack?
Because you're hitting the road. Okay, let's go. And I storm off the room.
I look at the rest of them. How can it be the most normal looking one, but the weirdest one of us?
I don't know. People are weird. And I just go to the carriage.
Yeah, get out of the room.
You guys go. You guys are in this small building, and you leave, and there's a small stable beside it, and you see one carriage with 2 horses on it. You see a half-orc with some papers in hand. He's looking through some things. He's looking to the streets. He goes back to his pages, and he looks at you guys. Say, "Oh, hey, you guys are here. Okay." He goes through and he gives each one of you a card, like a small card with your name written on it, your race, your blood type. He gives one to each of you. Okay, this is your ID. This is your Adventurers Guild ID. You should have this with you. It should also come back if you leave it, but sometimes it doesn't work, especially when teleporting and stuff. But keep it with you. If you guys find another Adventurers Guild, you guys can use it to get food for free, food and room for free, like at least standard rations and a place to sleep. There are not many of us, and he pulls up a map and shows like 4 or 5 pings along the whole continent. But if you guys are there, you might as well. Maybe someday we'll have more places. It depends on how this kind of missions go. We need the name. We need the word. You know, mouth to mouth thing. So okay then.
You need a bird.
If the board can speak good things about the Adventures Guild and in common so everyone can understand, yeah?
Everybody knows that the board is a word.
You take 4 psychic damage.
I'll take it.
Life gave you this damage.
Yeah, you gave all of us this damage IRL, so you take it in game. But he gives you he releases the horses. He kind of teaches you guys about how to drive if none of you have proficiency in it, but they are very well trained. You do?
Proficiency in what?
On land vehicles.
Land vehicles, yeah.
I do.
I don't, but I am a natural explorer.
That is gonna help you guys a lot. You have no idea. These horses are taught to obey you guys. They are taught to wait if they are tied into something. And they will wait until they are hungry. If they get too hungry, they will leave, find food, and try and come back here by themselves.
Okay.
They are trained to do this, so if you guys take too long for some reason and the horses are not there, they're probably back here. If they're back here safe, there's no penalty for you guys. If they don't come back and you guys don't know where they are, there might be a fine. Depending on the dangers of the job.
So don't eat the horses. Got it.
Yes, please. We don't have many of those, and they are very well trained.
I'll turn to Scott and say, "Is this your preferred meat?"
I don't have no preferences for meat. I guess take what I can get.
I would advise you against ingesting these horses. I'll go up to the horses and just like put a hand in each of their heads and just connect to them on an emotional level.
You guys would think that a robot walking up to horses would be something that would scare the horses. But the horses seem very at ease with Fauna. Almost as if Fauna was made for this.
My butterflies are going to go around us, like this whole...
It's almost a pyrotechnic show, but with butterflies instead of fire.
Yes, and like I'm gonna have one butterfly land on top of each of their heads, and they're gonna stay there. Like a little flower behind a ear.
They are Disney princess now.
They are.
When they open
I'm a Disney princess robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just need magic hair now.
My hair is the swarm of butterflies. It is magical.
Okay, yep. No, now you got it.
Come full circle.
You guys see those beautiful blue butterflies land on their heads, and when they open their wings again, it almost seems as if the horses have a new pair of eyes, like an extra pair of eyes. No, you guys get into the carriages, the ones that can, and you guys start the trip. Since Gunslinger has proficiency in this, there isn't gonna be any rows to get lost. You guys have a map, you guys have someone who knows the streets, you guys have a ranger. So your speed is doubled, so it's gonna take half the time to get there. And you guys have advantage to... not flee, but to...
Forage.
To forage, that too, yes. And to not be seen by creatures and monsters, and you guys have advantage to avoid combat in the travel if you guys so wish.
Oh, we do wish.
I want to shoot something.
So the whole way would be 10 days.
Okay.
You guys start at the wood bridge, which means 5 days. You guys have a ranger, which means 2 days and a half.
Ranger.
You guys need 2 days to get to the wood bridge. Because with the ranger, that's 1 day, so it's 3 days and a half of travel.
We're speed running this, boys.
Kinda. And that's not a bad thing. I love it. This synergy is awesome. I would like for 3 of you to roll me 2 d20s each and tell me the lowest number rolled.
I'll do one.
Can I just say I'll do another one, but I also have 2 things. I have advantage on survival checks to track favored enemies, which in my case are goblinoids and orcs.
Mm-hmm.
I got an 8.
Uh-oh.
You're muted.
In my I forgot to keep pressing the
Oh,
button.
yeah.
In my inventory, I have a lantern of tracking that tracks monstrosities.
Tracks.
So we always have a bright light of 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30. And when we are within 300 feet of any monstrosity, the flame turns bright green.
Okay. That's very good to know.
So we still need another roll, right?
I see
I
2.
rolled 2.
Yeah,
I can do it.
Yeah, Gunslinger
did
rolled
it.
1, Scott rolled 1, and
Yeah,
Fauna said she was gonna roll the other one.
Okay.
I rolled
It's okay, go
8-1.
ahead.
Yeah, I rolled 1 too.
Yeah, just so you know, lower is better in this. If you guys want to avoid combat, lower is better. If you guys don't want to avoid combat, you guys tell me the highest.
I rolled a 1.
Good.
Did you roll?
Yeah, I rolled for myself and the thing.
I rolled,
I need
but
3
if you
people.
want to-
Oh,
Okay, I'm rolling.
okay, you roll.
Rolling.
Yeah, he rolled wrong too. It's 2 d20.
You roll 3.
I click it twice on the
Fauna's going to. It's a 9 and a 2. So we have a 1, an 8, and a 2. Correct? You guys want to avoid combat.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first day passes. You guys follow the glass road from the desert. The desert has this really long stretch of glass that serves as a road for people going to and from the port city in the desert to the country of Korauza, which is the main emperor ruling kingdom of this continent. You guys follow for the whole first day on the glass roads. I think you all have some idea, but Scott knows the best about how to walk through the glass roads without calling attention to yourselves, because it's very common to see sand pirates. They are a thieving type of group that comes in and out really quickly with sand ships that no one else knows how to make, and they tend to steal people very quickly and go away. They are normally violent unless people fight back, but they are very skilled in robbing people. But you guys, with the help of Gunslinger going in riding the carriage, Scott teaching you guys the ways of not drawing attention to yourselves, Fauna helping with the speed of the horses and the exact way you guys should go. You guys quickly leave the glass roads and start to see a little bit of grass, and you guys approach the grassland. So, I think at the start of the second day, you guys sleep still on the desert, a little bit off of the glass roads, and you guys take your first long rest. Yes?
When we are long resting, I would like to cook for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got the chef
I forgot the
feature. And I would like to distribute some special food
Yes.
after the rest.
What do you cook?
What is a delicacy of the desert? We know that there's desert rats, but is there anything else? An exotic meat, or berries, or...
You can tell me. Let's homebrew this world together.
Okay, I will look for some land sharks.
Mm-hmm. Very Monster Huntery. I like it.
Yeah.
I would help you in this because I'm a forager.
I will make 3 types of dishes with the land sharks we get. We're gonna have some. Como falar que faz croque?
Crunch.
Crunch?
A crunch.
Starch.
Like a Dorito made off of its fins.
A kind of chip?
A kind of chip, yeah. Made off of its fins. A kind of a soup made of, or broth
Soup?
made out of
Good
their
soup.
head. And something like steaks or fillets made from the body meat, seasoned with like herbs and whatever we can find of berries and other fruits.
Since
and
you have
fungi too.
Chef feet, I think you would walk around with a bag of herbs and spices and some things to help on the cooking too.
I'll make those 3 dishes.
Fauna is going to stay like over your shoulder the whole time to learn what you're doing.
And when I'm finished, every one of you guys will have a special food that you can, as a part of a short rest. At the end of a short rest, any creature who eats the food and spends 1 or more hit dice regains an additional 1d8 hit points. And 2 lucky ones will get a cookie treat. They last for 8 hours, and you can use a bonus action to eat one of those and gain temporary hit points equal my proficiency bonus. Or your proficiency bonus, the DM will tell. I'll give one to Scott and one to our gunslinger that doesn't look so healthy.
You guys see this?
My special food, and I take out a syringe filled with a strange green liquid. Is this?
Eh,
I'm gonna jam it on my arm and push it down.
okay. But I accept.
I do too, but I also do drugs.
I also do drugs.
So we use a bonus action to eat one of those to get 10 hit points.
Yeah. Everyone gets one that can be used on a short rest, and you two get one that uses a bonus action to gain
It's a
10
more
points.
special one.
The
Yeah.
one that everyone is getting to what? Sorry.
Whenever we short rest, you gain one extra D8 of hit points,
On healing.
recovered hit points.
Ah, okay. Well, good soup.
You
I'm
guys
I'm just
very
gonna
good.
stare at it and go like, "Thank you," and put it away.
I would take out of my pack a little metal box. Gonna open it and there's a row of cigars. Not cigars.
Ranges.
No. Cigar, but cigars are the big beefy ones.
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes. Thank you. I take one and immediately another one appears where it was. I'm gonna close it. Light it up.
Okay, that's why their skin is like that.
Yeah. Of course.
Scott eats his soup along with coffee.
I think you
An
like
overly
that.
caffeinated snake.
A drug addict corpse.
Yeah.
Get into a
It's
bar.
true.
What's the joke?
You gotta stay up all night to see on guard duty.
I don't want to sleep, so I am the
Oh yeah,
guard.
we're doing. Wait, I'm getting character. Actually, wait.
Well, actually.
If I'm not mistaken, I do not require sleep.
You need to stay
You don't.
put for 6 hours.
I have
But
this
you don't
But
shut
you
down.
need sleep. You're still conscious.
Me neither.
Yeah, okay.
I need 4
Yeah, I
hours to
know.
be good to go.
But not.
Yeah, I am playing Reborn Paladin.
I spend 4 hours looking at the fire, trying to remember something, and I'm good.
Yeah, so like, I stay inactive, but I'm still hearing and seeing as normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in theory, we don't need to take turns.
No,
Uh,
us two already covers the whole night. Because we don't sleep.
Okay.
We just exist.
When do we need to feed the horses?
You guys have horse food as well on the.
I'll take care of them. I know my way around horses.
I don't want to lose the horses.
We won't.
We can give them some berries.
Well,
Yes, Fauna? Were you gonna say anything?
no,
Hi,
I was gonna say, I would take care of the horses too.
Yeah, then you do it.
I need a fuck.
I'm not overly passionate about horses. I think-
So in that
I
case,
think one of them
fauna
killed
would
me.
be the best. You would what?
I think one of them killed me.
The horses?
One horse, not this
Do
horse.
you
One
mean-
horse.
Okay.
Not them.
A horse.
A horse.
At some
You
point.
died
think-
again?
I think a horse killed me.
Maybe.
Okay. Do you have this memory?
No,
Do you like you look at a horse and like I don't like horses?
no.
You just have this theory.
Yeah. I need to have something.
a good thing you can think of a lot of theories for your death. Because you know something for certain. You died.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I try to think, but nothing really comes up. I've been awake for like 6 months, and nothing.
It's not that long. I thought that you were dead, alive, or longer.
No. I mean, maybe. I don't remember.
And I'll be in the back just going, death. Such an interesting concept.
True, it ain't.
Well,
not
I'm
good.
going to sleep. You guys, you can talk about death all of you want. I will just sleep because then I will die.
Yeah, I hope you feel better having a robot and a corpse watching over you.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
Yeah, perfectly normal.
Hey, Fauna, do you want some drugs? And we go to sleep.
Okay.
I'm gonna make in this rest, I'm gonna make my serum. My blood hunter thing.
Okay. You guys having any specific watch?
So me and Fauna already covers everything up.
Oh yeah, you two are like
we don't need to sleep
back to back, looking at opposite sides for the whole night. While okay.
My eyes are going like a lighthouse.
My one good eye is just looking to fire, but I hear really well.
It's not a good thing for a gunslinger to say "my good eye."
I only have one eye.
A dirty 20.
I only have one eye.
Now that sounds dirty
too.
It's a naughty 20.
And gunslinger?
An unnatural 20.
16. An unnatural 20.
A godless 20.
Make a godless 20. I like that. You guys take the watch. You guys pay attention. You guys hear. You guys are on the start of the grasslands with there's a bunch of like I'm sorry, Hawks. That's something that I've been playing in Oathbreaker. Hawks said, I often wonder if undead are capable of biological sight or if it's pure magic. I mean, skeletons can see, right? That's something I've been thinking about for the last year while playing an Oathbreaker Paladin. And where I'm at is it depends on which undead. Like skeletons, sure, it's completely magical. They have a normal vision, but it's magical. Skelepathy, that I did not think about it, and I'm gonna coin that. Thank you very much.
They know where your skeleton is.
When someone says,
know where skeleton is.
When someone says, I feel like it's gonna rain, it is the skeleton telling them it's gonna rain. The skeletons talk to each other.
Bones.
Yeah.
Skeletons
talk to each other. They hate rain.
Skeleton is already
specifically rain. They don't even touch rain. Why do they hate rain?
Because they don't know what it is.
Fair.
Are you not? You don't feel what you don't know.
Am I afraid of what I can't feel? I feel it in my bones. Yeah, Mike, exactly.
That's great.
But yeah, sorry. So, you guys take your watch. You guys are on the start of the grasslands, like kind of where the grasslands meet the sand of the desert. So it's still very hot. The ground is very hot. It's very sandy, but there are some tufts of grass. You can see trees on the far, on the horizon. And I think especially fauna, you can see some animals, some like predators, maybe some wolves lurking around the trees, but they're too far. They're not coming around here. It's not their place. And you guys take a long rest with no problems.
Oh my god, that's so weird.
And then there's the second day of travel.
Oh.
And I would love to know, for no reason whatsoever, what are your guys' perceptions, passive perceptions?
Very low.
15!
11.
14.
14? I thought yours would be higher.
I'm inside the carriage, reading my book.
Okay.
I
So
only have one eye.
yeah, here. I would love if you could. I love if you all could put your guys on the map where you would be. As we change
God, there's a
overlays. Whee! I love that this works.
Change for the right one.
Yes, I did.
So
I just don't have anything below me. I can
That means
let me add
combat.
something here too.
the thing you drew here is the wagon, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know it's not that good, but come on.
Inside.
Oops,
Actually.
this is the map.
Yeah,
Oh, God,
Fauna
come on,
and
get out. Thank you.
someone have to lead the horses.
Yeah, I
But
think the gunslinger
Like
is leading the
gunslinger.
horses.
I hope so.
And I'll be next to the gunslinger.
No, you're outside the
I am on top of a
Outside
horse.
the wagon.
wagon. The
You're on
gunslinger
top of the
at
horse,
top of
okay.
the horses, yeah.
I'm walking right beside the horses.
I'm being annoying, and I'm right beside the gunslinger playing my lute the whole trip.
Oh my god, what's going to do? I'm just.
Scott is near the back, left side.
Okay.
We now have
Hello.
my butterflies like flying around us.
That's great. You guys, as you are, you here? Oh, sorry, it hadn't
Yes, he is here.
updated for me.
Yeah,
Yes.
here is here.
Yeah, here's here. Okay, so
I'm
follow
here,
the
I'm there, I'm
front, Scott in the
everywhere.
back.
Are the horses huge?
Yeah,
No, they're large.
Technically, they're weird.
they're very big.
Yeah, it seems wrong.
So horses typically in D&D are 2 squares instead of the regular large. That's weird. So people
Oh.
don't do it.
I'm on top of a horse. I'm not.
Those
you're
are
here.
like those prize stallions, like Arabian stallions. They're super
one of
huge.
those Arabian horses.
Yeah, they're 2x2. They're large.
That's 4x4.
But
No, it's
you're
not.
here. You notice something. You're there, like tuning your lute on the front of the carriage with gunslinger, and you see a form. He kind of appears out of nowhere, almost as he had just teleported into the middle of the road, or like he was very well hidden, and now he's not anymore. And you see a humanoid form. As you guys get closer and closer, you see like red skin, long, very well kept hair, and he's definitely armed. And you hear something. You hear a scream. Maybe a command. What languages do you all speak?
And then,
I
A
speak.
lot.
I mean, I'm gonna make it easier. Does anyone speak Goblin?
No.
Yes, Goblin is one of my
Favorite enemy.
favorite
Goblinoids?
enemy.
That's even better.
Yes.
oh yes, Ranger. Weaponized racism.
Recognize racism,
Where is,
yeah.
Weaponized.
Weaponized.
Speak
Sorry, what
Undercommon.
mid?
I was trying to
Undercommon.
figure out where they were on the page.
Oh, yeah, they are not on the map yet.
I mean, my language.
Oh no, the languages, yeah. So Fauna, you don't see them until you hear it. You hear him. you hear in Goblin someone scream a command like, "They can't see you. Go, attack, rob them of all they have." As you see on the front of you guys, a big hobgoblin, and hiding amongst the grass and behind some trees, 2 hobgoblins. And Barbara, hobgoblins are types of goblins, so yes, they do count as your favorite enemy. As they start to scream and run at you. And I would love if all of you could roll initiative.
We
And I need to
immediately
get my...
Well,
Yeah?
like Fauna goes, danger present. And my turquoise eyes turn to rubies.
Oh shit,
And my
evil
butterflies
robot.
just
Yeah.
my butterflies swarm over to me, and they form a shield over me.
They
I
scream,
thought the butterflies were turned to wasps.
Unfortunately,
Fuck
D&D Beyond
me.
is very buggy. So
What is
I'm
buggy?
gonna have to do the whole combat manually, so please bear with me.
Danger.
We have Christine, you hear Fauna. Chris, you hear Fauna, and she'll need Gunslinger initiative roll.
12.
Did you roll mid?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I was
You
above
did,
Gunslinger.
yeah. 20. Great, a 21. Let me grab some dice, cause shit ain't working. Let's go. Red is leader. Okay. So
Okay.
we got, just so you know, we got Scad.
Hobgoblins, more like
We got
Robgoblins.
Chris. We got Hob. B. Yeah, here. Hob. Captain. Hob. A. And Fauna. By the way, I love your name. It's awesome. Fauna's a great name. Let me get this straight.
Now we have to meet Flora too.
You have no idea.
So you have next character is a plant person named Flora.
Originally, I was gonna name them Flora, but then I thought about it a little, and Fauna made more sense.
Yeah.
Because it's a ranger, not a druid.
Exactly.
There's a bunch of homebrew races that are plant people.
We could look into that for the next one shot. Okay, let's go. Scott, you first. You see those people
Scott.
coming in.
Well, there's a goblin trying to come up close to me, so Scott will take the nearest guy.
Oh yeah. Also, as you guys hear that, you see the hobgoblin in front of you guys, like with a crystal in hand. He throws the crystal to the ground, and you see this almost like ghostly or smoke chains come out of it and fly towards Scott. As Scott shrinks a little bit, like half its size. You can thank Mike for that.
That's Mike.
But yeah, you are reduced, but it's your turn.
I'm a little smaller now. That's
Yeah,
You're a bit
you're
smaller.
snake.
So I'll
Tiny linguini.
Scott will slither up to Hobgoblin A and go to coil around him
Okay.
with the constrict.
Kill you.
With half its size.
It's a
There's a
19.
snake.
It hits.
Good snake.
Then I can't post the actual weapon or the text thing, but when I hit
no,
with
it's okay.
construct attack, they're grappled and restrained. And
I
deal
can
this.
keep an eye on your character sheet. That's no problem.
Yep. And then I'm not using any weapons or armor or shields, so I do 1d8 plus 4 for damage,
Nice.
minus 1d4 for reduce.
Minus 1d4, yeah. So you can roll both. Or you can roll the attack and then roll a d4 separately.
Don't want to roll high on that one.
Oh, yeah. That's 5.
So, 5 damage.
On Goblin A.
And then, because I attacked with the unarmed strike, which my constrict counts as, I can use my bonus action to attack again.
Mm-hmm.
Since he's restrained, I get advantage.
Yep.
So, twice.
You can, if you do a right mouse click, it shows advantage and disadvantage too, but that's okay.
11 misses, I think.
Yeah, you do have a reroll, and I'm gonna say we are not gonna go too later than this combat.
Reroll. There we go.
There we go. A godless
Nice.
20. So
I can't.
yeah,
It's the number, so I have to do the double roll thing.
yeah, it's okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's something interesting that I can work on my own version of this thing. That's better. That's 8 damage.
Yep.
You
So
see,
he
he's
cannot
already pretty beat up.
I squish my foes. You point and I squish them.
He's not feeling good. You see, like some blood vessels, and his eyes are starting to pop out of their sockets.
And that'll be the end of Scott's turn.
That's your turn.
Say, I got
Chris.
this. You can do it.
Well, I'm inside of the wagon. Does it have a window?
Yeah,
Where
I would think so.
Or do I have to? So, I will try to. I would look outside the wagon, and I see this hobgoblin coming.
Mm-hmm.
And then I take my wand, and point to the hobgoblin, and I would do magic missile
Nice.
to that
Very nice.
one. Wait, what he's doing? Okay, that's one.
Yeah, no, we can use the same row for all of the darts. I think it's easier.
Okay, so it's
15 damage. You
Some
were
darts,
aiming for the
arcane
Hobgoblin B,
darts.
right?
What? Sorry.
You're aiming for the Hobgoblin B, right?
Yeah, the one that I can see here. Yeah.
On the north
hobgoblin
of the
B.
map. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to describe how your magic missiles appear?
I was thinking of like some blue arcane darts
Mm-hmm.
come out of this wand that is very. It is made of wood, but it has some bluish things inside of it, like it's broken somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And this darts comes from inside the wand and goes to the hobgoblin.
And you guys see these bluish darts flying at incredible speeds at this hobgoblin, and just penetrating the shit off him. He's already starting to swell. His lip is cut. He's bleeding. He's coughing blood. He's already not well, and he's definitely rethinking this whole plan.
I just keep looking at him with my wand.
But also, you see from the ground where the hobgoblin captain threw the crystal, you see the crystal
fuck.
start to react again. Roll a D100 for me, please.
Yay! I am becoming blue.
I could be
Oh, my
blue.
hair.
Not using the normal table.
Okay.
55. It exactly. 55. You start to hear music, like an ethereal, sad music around you.
It's me.
Only
I
you.
think it's Yahir. Oh, it's just me. But I think it's Yahir.
Okay.
Just that?
Anything else?
Well, when I hear it, I was like, what is happening, Yahir? Why are you so sad? Stop it! I'm feeling...
In the voice chat.
That's your turn?
Yes, I tried to cry.
Okay.
the wagon.
After you, Hobgoblin Bay is gonna run up to Fauna, besides the horse, and he's gonna try and hit Fauna. You see, he takes a longsword out, and he tries to hit you. That's 14.
Does not hit.
How do you deflect the attack?
I'm not going to. My butterflies are going to fly in front of his sword and just make it go wide.
Wait away.
Is like you guys have seen like maybe a dozen of butterflies walk with Fauna until this point. Now it looks like hundreds of them going to the face of this hobgoblin at the same time, and he completely whiffs the attack. Yeah, here.
I'll stand up from where I'm sitting, look directly into the hobgoblin, Captain Eyes, and say, "Oh, look at the size of those ears and that nose. Are you trying to compensate something down there, honey?" And I'll cast Vicious Mockery on him.
Okay. It's what save?
Wisdom saving throw, 13 DC.
That's a fail.
So he takes 4
1d4.
points of damage. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
4, nice. 4 points of damage.
a psychic damage, and the advantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Attack roll too?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
No, just attack roll.
Is good.
Oh, just attack roll. Okay.
Just attack roll. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
No, it's his turn.
Actually, yes.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
Can I read my shield as a bonus action or no? Is that an
Can you
action? Like read
Have a
my
shield?
shield? I have
No.
a shield.
That's a free action on your first turn.
Oh, okay. So no, I'm good.
Okay. Then it's the captain's turn, and he's gonna run at you because you just called him. I'm not gonna say what because Twitch. But
Tiny
yeah,
wee wee.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's not gonna get to you. He's gonna go right here. No. Right by Scott. No, he's gonna stop one square behind. He's gonna get his longbow, and he's gonna do a longbow shot at you.
He can
Ma'am,
certainly
I'm
try.
Oh no, sorry, not a longbow. He takes a javelin out of his backpack and chucks at you. That's a 22 to hit.
Disadvantage.
At disadvantage. That's a 19 to hit.
Okay. Tried.
I will silvery barb this.
Oh god. Silvery barbs. That's a 20.
So
My
you keep the
God.
90. Okay, I
It was meant to
Take
be.
You
it.
can give advantage to someone.
I'll give advantage to the gunslinger.
Oh, wait, I didn't mark gunslinger up. What was your initiative, gunslinger?
12.
I'm so sorry.
No.
Yeah, okay, it's okay because you're right on the right place. You are after the captain. You take 8 damage. Here.
Okay.
You're dead.
You're dead. No, he's not you're the wizard.
I'm the wizard. That's why I'm here.
He doesn't have more. He doesn't have the disadvantage anymore. But Gunslinger, that's you.
To walk through my allies, would that be difficult terrain?
It's difficult terrain, yeah. It's double your movement.
10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna go here, and while I'm walking, I get out of my bag, of my belt, because I have right here, a strange metal inhaler, very well worked on, polished and used. I take out a little cap, put it in, and I take one of my mutagens. I now have +3 for my dexterity, but now I have disadvantage to my wisdom saves. With that, I take out my pistol, spin it in my hand, and I'm gonna shoot at the Hobgoblin Captain.
Okay, you do have advantage on the attack.
How do I
right mouse click.
You can press it, right button, and
21.
That's a 21. A 21 hits the captain.
Oh, fuck off. 5 damage.
you tried.
Hey, damage is damage.
And that's my turn.
Oh no, I did something wrong here. Wait a second. You deal 5 damage. That's here. I gave the captain's HP to Yahir for some reason on my little notepad here. Okay, that's your turn?
Yes.
Okay, so now Hobgoblin A is gonna try... He's not gonna survive another round if you... He's gonna try and get away from you. Yeah.
An action to escape.
That's a strength check, right?
Yes.
Or acrobatics, if he has better acrobatics.
He really doesn't. That's a 16?
DC 8 plus my proficiency plus my strength modifier. So 8 plus 2 plus 4, so 14 is the DC.
So he makes it. He strong arms your tail, your body.
Yep.
There's a
Yes.
He managed to get out of your grasp, and he's gonna try and run from you.
You're gonna give me an opportunity attack.
Oh yeah, he does. And if you hit him, I think you get him stuck again.
I'll try to wrap him up again.
Yep.
It's a 20.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. He tries and leave, and you just grab him again and pull him closer to you. Jesus.
9 damage.
Damn. He is done so.
So as I
that's
coil
9
around him,
damage.
I squeeze extra hard, and you hear cracking noises.
You definitely hear cracking noises. You can hear him whimper and say something in Goblin.
Such a shame I don't know Goblin.
I do. Do I hear him?
I don't think you do. You're too far away.
Okay.
That's his turn. He doesn't have any bonus action. He can't move. Yeah, that's it. Fauna, that's you. And then Scott at the top of the turn.
Finally, I am going to... just attack Hobgoblin.
B.
Bee?
Yeah.
The goblin bee.
Actually, whoops.
Actually.
I'm going to bonus action. I'm going to bonus action Hail of Thorns.
Let me open up your sheet because I don't remember this stuff. Halo of Thorns?
Hail.
Hail of Thorns.
Hail of Thorns.
That's the spell, right?
Yeah.
It's not a ranged attack, so yeah, sure. Continue.
Yeah.
Wait, then I'm gonna attack him with my sickle.
No, wait just
what?
a second. The spell says the next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon.
Yeah, no. So I was thinking about Ensnaring Strike.
Ensnaring Strike,
I mixed up the two.
I'm gonna give Ensnaring Strike the same thing I've been giving to the Smite spells, which is a D&D 5.5 rule, which is normally it's you use a bonus action, you enchant your weapon, and you concentrate. So if you miss, you can still try the next turn, but if you get hit and lose concentration, you just lose the spell slot, which isn't fun. So what I'm gonna say is, you try and hit. If you do hit, you can use your bonus action to activate the spell. No concentration required, no pre-work required.
Okay.
So then you don't waste your spell slot.
Okay, so I'm taking out from under my back plate, I'm pulling my sickle.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to hack at Hobgoblin B, which is an attack roll.
Yeah, you can just press the +4 in front of sickle.
Yeah, sickle. That's a 16 to hit.
That's a 16. You hit, yeah?
Okay, so that's 1d8 plus 2. That's 7.
Oof.
And I activate Ensnaring Strike.
Oh, sorry. You pressed the longbow damage and not the sickle damage.
Did I?
You did.
Oh, sorry. It's 1d4, not 1d8.
Yeah.
Okay.
3.
That's a little bit less.
I'm activating the
Snaring Strike.
You activate your Ensnaring Strike, which
so
means
he is ensnared. Oh, Jesus Christ. Where is it? Ensnaring Strike.
He needs to make a strength saving throw first.
Against...
And that's a 4. He doesn't save. So yeah, he is restrained.
Restrained. And then at the top of his turn, he takes 1d6 damage.
Okay. That's very good. So he is restrained for the moment. You still have your movement. You want to walk? You can walk out of his range. He's gonna have an attack of opportunity, but it will be at disadvantage. If you wish.
I am going to walk towards the Hobgoblin Captain. What is my movement?
30 feet.
30?
That's 6 squares.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's up here. But I can just measure here. I'm gonna go all the way over here-ish.
5, 10, 15 feet. Okay, yeah. So he's gonna try and make an attack against you.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 6 and an 8. That's a 9. I don't think it hits.
Nope.
9.
It hits like the butterflies on my back that act as my shield.
You see like 4 or 5
I don't
butterflies falling to the ground.
I don't even acknowledge it.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
So, Scott and Chris. Scott and Chris. It's the top of the round.
So Scott, assuming I go first.
Yeah? You guys could choose
Scott
if you
will-
want.
Well, Scott will try to finish off his hobgoblin and squeeze him to death. So he'll give him a good squeeze. Try to go for the
That's
neck.
definitely plausible. It's an attack or do I have to make a saving throw?
An attack.
It's
Strict
one hell of an attack. Hell yeah.
Man,
Is that a
that's
nat
me.
20?
No.
No, it's a
19.
19. It's 5
That's,
damage. That is enough. How do you finish this guy?
Get a loop of coil around his neck and just give it a good snap.
You can feel the brittle bones below this kind of muscular hobgoblin.
And then once
And
the
it's-
hobgoblin falls down, he'll slither over to the hobgoblin captain. He has a bonus action to use.
Yeah?
I'll go for the constrict attack on the captain too. That's a 2. That'll be a fail.
Unfortunately, he sees you coming, and he takes out his great sword, and he doesn't hit you for damage, but he kind of messes with your balance a bit, and you can't quite grasp yourself around this guy.
Oh well, I'll get him next time.
Chris.
Who can I see inside the wagon right now?
From here, you can definitely see. You can see both.
Okay.
Magic miss.
I'll do magic missile again.
You do know that Hobgoblin Bay is very hurt.
So I will shoot my magic missiles on him.
All the 3 of them?
Can I divide? I don't know if I can see Hobgoblin, the captain,
Yeah.
and the bee at the same time.
Yeah, you can,
Okay.
especially with magic missile.
I'll hurt. I'll give with 2 on the bee just to kill him
Mm-hmm.
already. 4. So 8 damage on the
8 damage on B is 1 above what you needed. How do you kill
Okay,
Hobgoblin
good.
B?
Well, I see those vines grabbing him from Fauna's magic, and I again point my wand to his direction, and those arcane missiles just go into him, actually into the vines, and explode him. And the other one just makes a circular way and go to the Hobgoblin captain.
You see the captain trying to use the sword to parry the magic missile, but the magic missile goes around the sword and hits him in the face. And the Hobgoblin Bee, you see the vines starting to kind of engulf the Hobgoblin, and you see your magic missiles going into the vines, and you guys can see little blue lights coming out of this. And the Hobgoblin stops moving, and the vines keep swallowing him and bringing him to the ground. Anything else, Chris?
No.
That would be Hobgoblin B's turn, but no, he's dead, so yeah, here, that's your turn. You see this guy who's really coming for you.
I'll look him in the eyes and I'll try to taunt him again. I'm gonna
That's
say
very smart.
It's pretty smart. I'll say, okay, big guy. I see you big arms, but your short legs can't get to me. Vicious mockery on him.
That's 19.
Okay,
Barb.
he saves.
Down to it.
As a bonus action, I will give the gunslinger.
He already has inspiration. Oh no, he had advantage, not inspiration. You're right.
Yeah.
Gonna give him a bard inspiration, and I will move through the behind the
wagon.
the wagon, and that's it.
Okay, so after you, it's the captain. You see he starts to look around. He sees he's getting kind of cercado,
Surrounded,
yeah.
blanket.
And he takes out his great sword and he spins, making an attack at each of you, Fauna and Scud.
Ooh.
So against Fauna, it's 16 to hit.
Misses. Wouldn't he have disadvantage because Scud and Fauna are flanking him?
No, but you guys can give your reaction to gain advantage.
Okay.
That's damn. Oh yeah, I forgot. You have a crazy AC, right, Fauna? Fauna has a 19 AC.
Yep.
And Scott, that's gonna be a 22 to hit here.
No,
I
don't
think
hit
it
the
hits.
snake.
No.
I rolled so poorly. That's 5 damage from his greatsword. Plus 13, that's a better. So that's 18 total.
So it's to hit.
Hey, thanks, Chewie. So 18 total, yeah.
18 to hit or damage?
Oh no, damage. That's 22 total to hit and 18 damage total.
Okay, that hurts.
The
So
great
I'll
sword
take
damage
16
was
from
you take
because I had the 2 temporary HP.
Oh yeah, yeah.
from the check.
Mm-hmm.
that hurt?
And this is his turn. He can't do anything else right now. He was going to use something, but now he has no one to leadership. So yeah, Gunslinger and then Fauna.
I'm going to walk up to him as I take another shot. This. 23 to hit.
Any what?
Does it hit? 23.
Oh, it didn't appear to me. Yeah, he does.
Where's your...
You're rolling dice?
Yeah. 14 damage.
Oh, now it appeared. Okay. That's a lot of damage. Damn. He
goodness.
is still alive, though. He's bleeding
the hell?
profusely, but he is still alive.
In the same movement as I shoot, as a shot, I take out my whip out of my waist and give him a whip. It is a metal whip. I take it out, little blades spur out of the cable, out of the whip.
The handle?
No, not the handle, the actual whip.
The whip. Barbara, help.
Okay.
And I
The whip.
attack him with the whip.
Whip.
And mechanically, that would be what? Sorry?
A whip.
Pinky.
To weapon attack, you mean?
Yeah, it is a...
hit.
It is a... No, it's not a light weapon. Fuck.
It's not a light weapon, yeah. Which sucks.
Well... I have a whip for nothing then.
4.
Just a pass. So I could have I fucked up. I could have blood brighted. and dealt
You want to?
d4 plus
I'll
damage.
allow
Yeah,
it.
I would have.
I'll allow
I have
it,
I have a spike at the bottom of my gun, and before I shoot, I just jam it in my thigh, and my gun gets a little bit colder.
Mm-hmm.
The
Barrel.
the barrel
the chip.
gets frozen, and the bullet does a d4 plus d4 ice damage.
First, you take a d4 damage.
What if I don't want to?
It's your
I
problem.
take 2 damage,
Bless
you take 2 damage.
and then I deal plus 1.
Good.
That's how blood hunters go.
And I would have not gone to his face because I thought I could whip. I fucked.
Whip.
Pass.
Would get kinky, but it didn't work. Now?
Dude, there's a. Oh, I was just reading the formula. I forgot how the formulas worked, and having a formula that can increases your dex by 3, like the actual score. That's amazing.
Yeah, and
I
maximum.
mess more with this.
It is base plus 3, and your maximum goes by plus 3 also.
So you could have a 23.
23,
Dex.
yes. I have a 19 now.
Yeah, 16 plus 3. That's very good. Okay, yeah, that's you. Then Fauna.
Yes.
You see the captain. When he attacked you both, he was kind of confident. Now he's not that confident anymore, and he has a bullet in his leg. He's rethinking his ways of life. Definitely.
Would I have disadvantage at a ranged attack?
You would, because you are in melee with him.
Okay, so
You can give a step back and risk an attack of opportunity. Or you could ask for Skad's reaction and gain advantage, and then they neutral out, and you
I
just
will
roll
give
once.
my reaction.
So you do
Either
have
way.
advantage anyway.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's not worth it right now. I'll just go for another sickle attack on him.
Okay.
Sickle. That's a 19 to hit.
That does hit, yes. Damn, you guys are rolling really good. Those guys have crazy AC for a low challenge rating monster, but you guys don't care.
I'm throwing
That's
magic missiles, so
4
Yes.
damage.
That's 4 damage. You want to do anything else to him?
As a no.
Yeah, there's a bunch of abilities you can use. Well, yeah, him being your...
My favorite enemy. Wait,
Not only your favorite enemy, but there's the gathered swarm bit that you can... When you hit with an attack, things can happen.
oh yeah.
It's the gathered swarm
Wait,
ability.
gather swarm.
Also, how are you doing only +2 to damage when you have a +4 to hit? Alright.
Proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go immediately after you hit a creature with an attack. So
No.
now he's gonna take another d6 of piercing damage. So as I swing my sickle and hit him across the chest, my swarm of butterflies is going to follow the motion, and they're going to hit him in the same place I did. So that's d6.
Scott, you're right there. Butterflies have always been like the
4.
sweetest of animals. Butterflies could never hurt something. And you see, there's like 8, 20, maybe 20 butterflies flying into the cut that this robot lady did and keep cutting it. They increase the size and the depth of the cut. How? You don't know, but it is happening right in front of your eyes. You see some blue butterflies come in, red butterflies come out of the wound. That's 4 more damage. He's really hurt. He does not like it here.
I mean,
He's now afraid of butterflies.
Butterflies do drink blood.
Yeah.
And some butterflies actually sting.
Hey, I don't know that. I'm a developer. I know computers. That's what I know. Okay, top of the round. Scott, your turn.
Finish him.
Would you like to give me a reaction so I can have advantage on the first swing?
Yep.
Great. Scott will try to coil up and wind his way around him.
Please do.
Why is that not advantage? Well,
Sometimes it's buggy.
21 to hit?
That does hit, yeah.
And then 9 damage.
I hope
9 damage.
indeed.
How do you want to kill it? How do you want to do this? Damn, the first time I can actually say it, I say it wrong. Shit. Hey, Scott. How do you want to do this?
Scott goes to coil up in his smaller form. He's only like 6 feet long. The magic of the crystal he threw down wears off, and suddenly he's 400 kilograms again, and coiled around him heavily. So he uses he can't hold himself up, so he falls down, and Scott uses the falling to break him in half.
Damn.
Fauna, you can hear the bones starting to crack, and then Scott becoming larger and larger, and more bones cracking, and then you see both of them fallen, but not because the hobgoblin went to his knees. It's because around his waist the bones gave up and broke him literally in half. As you hear the captain saying in Goblin, "That's not how I thought this would be." And then the silence after battle.
I will immediately, as soon as I sense that the hobgoblin is dead, I'm going to stand down, put my sickle away. The butterflies will come back to stand around me, and my eyes will go back to the turquoise gems, and I'll say, "Threat eliminated."
That's horrifying. I don't know what's worse, the robot or the big snake hugging people to death. But you guys, take a brief. You guys can take a short rest.
Load the bodies.
Wanna loot the bodies?
Oh, hell
with
yeah.
the bodies.
2 chain shirts, 1 half plate, 2 long swords, 1 great sword. Whoever wants to note that.
Scott will use his second wind.
Oh yeah.
No.
I'm also reloading.
We can do a short rest. If you want.
Yeah, but he uses the second wind,
We'll do
gains some
second
HP,
wind and
takes a
have a
rest,
short-
regains
yeah.
the second wind.
Yeah.
Because I have a resilient fighter, I use second wind twice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
It's a homebrew class that I really liked.
People
Maybe a
else
bit
is
on the
fun.
strong side, but it's really fun. It
2d10
looks really
plus
fun.
6. So
Is this area, would I know if hobgoblins are common to this area?
They are very common to the whole of the grasslands in here. Maybe not as much on the forests that are. There are 2 big forests in Corauza. There's the Emerald Forest. That is the biggest forest on the continent, but it's half of it's burned down and never managed to grow back since before the evil emperor. And so there's half of an actual, like, very green forest, and then there's the other half, which is a bog, like a swamp with dead trees and the remains of a great elven forest. And then there's Emmeting, help me with that. What's the name of the forest? It's Lothian?
Yes.
Yeah, Lothian. Because it sounds a lot like a Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the
forest.
Rings, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's different. Okay, there's a few letters less, and and around those parts, like the actual forest, the elves tend to take care of this kind of thing. But in the grasslands, there's a bunch of groups of thieves, of humans, elves, dwarves, and goblinoids, hobgoblins, orcs, humans. That there's you could also know, being a ranger, that many of those people have, like, many of those groups of thieves have underground bunkers and hideouts in the grasslands.
Could I
So
sense the wait? Can I try and scan the area to see if I can track down their lair?
Make a survival check.
Hang on. Survival.
You can see the rules here.
16, Chief.
16. You start to look around and see. You try to understand where they come from, but they came from all sides, so they were, like, hiding for a long time, and probably they don't attack close to the entrance of their base, because that would be kind of dumb. So you can't really see where their hideout could be, but you know that it's probably not very close. And you would also know that staying in this place for too long, it's inviting more trouble.
So I'll turn to the group and say, evacuation recommended.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah. I think so. Well,
I'll take the stuff, throw it in the
I
wagon.
think I don't need to rest, actually, but I'll wait for you.
Yeah, you can make a short rest to gain one spell slot back. I mean,
and we can make a short rest
both
on
of
the
yours.
way. We don't need to stop here. We can, on the way,
We can short rest in
riding,
the
we
wagon.
can short rest.
I mean, wizards have an ability that they can take a short rest and regain a number of spells equal to half your level rounded up, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know where.
And I think yours is like 2 spell levels worth of spells. So, like, 2 first level spells or 1 second level spell. You can choose to.
I don't know where is it, but I believe you, so I will.
I'm gonna be sure and look at. Why aren't you appearing here anymore?
I have arcane recovery.
Arcane recovery. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Not here. I wasn't. I'm sleepy. Yes.
Is it 2? That's the only thing I'm not
Yesterday,
sure.
when you did a short rest.
Did you take your character out of that campaign?
No.
Can't see you here for some reason. Chris.
Yeah,
Chris,
it's
Chris,
arcane
Chris.
recovery.
Yeah.
I found it.
Found you. Oh, I just wanted to check if it's 2 levels or 1. I'm not sure of the, but that's okay. It's not gonna matter much anyway. You guys keep your travel. You guys finish the second day of travel. And you guys stop to sleep.
And cook the same
You
deal as
cook again?
yesterday.
The same
Cook
deal?
the meal. Yeah.
I will also cook, but I need to cook my drugs. Replenish my mutagen.
Watch out with the
The
words, my brother,
science.
because Twitch, please.
Yeah, I need to do my mutagen.
Yes, you need to cook your mutagens. I hope that's better.
Here's dishes stack? Not
No.
not the D8s, but like, do I get 2 treats? No, just 1.
No,
Okay.
they. Wait, let
They
me
go
check.
bad.
I don't think
they last for 8 hours.
even
They can be eaten in
the.
8 hours.
Yeah.
Even the
Yeah.
I would like to perception checks, please.
One.
Me
No,
and
just
Fauna.
fauna and guns.
4.
4 and 7.
Nice.
We're getting raided tonight, boys.
You guys don't see anything. Today passes.
Until it's too late.
The night passes. Everyone wakes up. Gunslinger, you do realize that you guys lost a breastplate and a half plate and a longsword from your caravan.
Oh shit.
You didn't take
We
all,
got-
just an armor and a weapon.
That's kind of strange. If they could take everything, why? Any footprints around?
Make a perception check.
Wouldn't
Can
that be
I
a
check
survival
as well?
check?
Yeah,
Perception.
perception. Or investigation.
2. Oh, investigation would be a +5, so 7.
Fauna,
That's
you
a
do see
silly 20.
silly 20. You do see some footprints. You see small footprints.
Goblin footprints?
Goblin.
They are wearing shoes, but they seem to be heavier than goblins. Maybe
Or maybe just goblins wearing
a
armor.
human child. Maybe a couple goblins in a trench coat. Maybe a halfling. Bigger feet. But they seem to go one way and then come back.
Can we see the way they're going?
They kind of do a loop around and come back to the exact place they were. The feet were the first time. Almost as if they walked around in a circle and then disappeared.
Scott will sweep his tail through the area.
Wanna go look around too?
Yeah, he'll sweep his tail through the area of the footprints and see if there's somebody invisible there.
Okay, yeah. You do this. You scatter the footprints on the kind of humid earth, and there's no one there.
Weird.
With
Can
a
I?
20, I think you do.
Oh.
You do also see inside the caravan. No, not the caravan. The chariot. Also not a chariot, but yeah, inside the thing that you guys have,
The wagon.
the wagon, a couple of dark small feathers.
Raven
Can I-
feathers?
Maybe. Probably.
I have a feature, a trait feature. I can expend 1 spell slot to sense any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead present within 1 mile.
That's
Jesus,
a lot
okay.
of things. But I think you do feel a couple of those, especially Fae, but very, very far away, like on the edge of the mile, like inside forests and shit.
Gosh darn forest fae.
Using my knowledge on all things Bud Hunter-ish, do I know if that could be some type of fae that did this? Like, considering the area, maybe is there a high influence of fae in the area?
I don't think you could like pinpoint to any one thing exactly. Maybe a couple ideas, maybe some, but nothing necessarily comes to mind. Nothing specific.
No idea.
This is unusual.
Everything's unusual these days. Does that make everything usual then?
I'll take the feathers and see if I can find out if it is a raven or some other kind of bird.
Other kind of? Sorry?
Other kind of bird. If it's not raven, which kind of bird would it be?
I think you do think it's a raven feather.
Okay. Well, as just Gunstinger said, there's a lot of uncommon things happening. The book was raven-ish, and now we are being attacked or something with another raven stuff. Maybe we are getting close to something. Maybe.
The raven, the supposed raven, didn't leave anything besides the feathers, did it?
Not that you can see, no.
There's a lot of feathers, raven feathers, on the trail that they saw.
Just a couple, maybe 3, on the wagon you guys have, like
inside the wagon.
atop the loot you guys took.
So, where the loot was,
There are some feathers.
there are some feathers.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Kenko.
Maybe can't. But the boots, the footprints that you saw are humanoid, isn't it?
I mean,
No,
I'm just
They were wearing shoes.
I'm just
They're wearing
spitballing here.
shoes.
Investigation inconclusive. I believe we should carry on in our trail.
Yeah, I'll keep inside the wagon, and I'll take some of the feathers and try to detect magic.
Okay. You do.
When we are
you guys continue the travel. You guys are getting close to, like you guys have been you have passed the shit. What's the name of the thing?
Part of
The wood bridge. You guys are now passing through the yellow, the orange forest. You see like this weird tall trees with very orangey leaves. You guys are following the trail of the map. And Fauna, you can see many ways away. You can see this mountain, which isn't a volcano per se, but the top of it has a very black rock, and exactly the way you're coming, there's a geyser in front of it, spewing hot air, and it goes up and up until it's above this mountain, and it looks like it's a volcano, and you can see you can almost see like the drawing of a dragon on that mountaintop. You think that's the scourge of the red worm. And a little bit to the side, going up a little mound, is a very... It's almost like this mound in on its own. It's a very small marshland. Like around it, the ground is very soft, it's very moist, and it's almost like a bog or a swamp, but just that little piece of land. And you see atop of it a big, dark and gloomy house, a big house, not a mansion, but a respectable house. A very gloomy and dark house that has one big tower at the back that looks a lot like the drawing in the map. The last part of the map, the last stop. And you can see 4 or 5 ravens flying above this house. You guys are on the right track, and you are close to reaching your destination. Chris, meanwhile, you can feel you try and cast your spell on the inside of this wagon, which is hard. It takes a little bit more time than usual, because the thing is moving. You guys are not on a very slick, not a very clean road.
Flat.
Not a very flat road, thank you. And you guys keep changing ways. There's a lot of holes and it's a dirt road. But you manage to, maybe 15 or 20 minutes in, to finish your spell. So you guys are going that way. And at first you don't see any magic on the feather. You now are sure that it's a raven feather. But you do realize something. It's not exactly magical, but it's definitely not a normal raven. It's a little bit bigger. The color of the middle bit that I don't know the name, like there's the feather and there's the
shaft.
Shaft.
Yeah.
It's unusual. It's not as pointy as it should be, as if it were growing out of a raven. It's a little bit more rounded. It has a little bit of a hook. And make me a Arcana or Survival check, please.
Or survival.
Yeah.
Who? Sorry.
Fuck's sake. It would be. I have one.
You do have a reroll for this session that it's gonna end. 11's enough. Hawks, it's 5 a.m. man. Have a good night. We are off to bed too. We are just finishing the session. You do realize one thing. This is not exactly magical, but it's not a raven. It's a shapeshifter's feather. You're not exactly sure of what kind of shapeshifter, but maybe something that turns into a raven that turns into something. There's something there. You don't know exactly what it is, but there is something. As you guys get closer and closer to the house on the hill, we'll end our session right here, and it's not a one shot, it's going to be a 2-shot. I thought that it would be, but yeah, it's
3 hours
it's a weekday.
Yeah, we spent 3 hours arguing about books or journals and not.
Yeah. I thought about it when you guys started actually talking amongst yourselves. I was like, yep, that's gonna be a 2-shot, alright. Maybe
and
not a
you
3-shot,
are
but
wrong.
we'll see. Hey, I believe my instincts and Hawks.
Level 4.
No, not yet.
Oh.
At the end of the one shot, now
That's a
two
good
shot.
mess.
How do you delete the message? I don't know how to do it.
You gotta be in the
I did it already.
mod bit. Thank you.
But I am mod.
You are
You-
a mod, but you have to open the mod to chat.
There's a sword icon under the
The sword
chat.
icon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Activate your mod
But-
powers.
Yeah. Well, thank you everyone who's watching. Thank you everyone who accompanied us. Thank you, you players, for coming with me in this journey. My first session in English. I think it was alright.
Yeah.
And thank y'all. And maybe we'll raid someone. Not sure if I got any mutuals who are streaming right now, because it is a weekday for sure. Oh, Scruffy's live. We're gonna go raid Scruffy playing Overwatch 2. But yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you for accompanying us, and till next time. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.